Hey everyone, in this video we'll be coding this card component. Okay, so first what we'll be covering is we will be covering the card component UI. So let's have a look. So let's suppose if your cart is empty, so this is how it is going to look, like the cart icon and simple two messages. Your cart is empty and you can go to home to view more food items. Now let's add few items. So cool. Okay, so this is how our cart items is going to look after we have added the items. So here on the left hand side we have the summary section, and on the right hand side we have the cart basically, and this is the checkout button, and on clicking it we are simply going to show this sweet alert with this message that your order is placed successfully and okay. So let's jump into the VS Code and quickly code this cart UI. So friends, let's start coding the cart component. So first we will be coding this view that is empty cart. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so we have this simple div and let's give it a class name of display flex and cart outer div. Okay, so we will be adding the cart.css later. Okay, now after this we will be requiring the header component, and over here will be our cart body, and let's add the footer component also. Cool. Now here will be our cart body. Let's add the class name. Okay, so friends, I'm going to create one temporary variable like total price. This is the total price of the cart. Okay, so in right now we'll be coding our UI using the static data, and after that we'll be adding the logic like for add to cart and remove item from cart. So we'll be getting the cart items at that time, but right now we do not have the actual price and actual cart items in our cart. So let's use this dummy variable right now. Okay, because on the basis of this, what I'm going to do, like on the basis of total price, if it is not equal to 0, then we are going to show some another UI, and in else we are going to show some another UI. Okay, let's create a div. So friends, it is saying that this condition will always return true since the types 100 and 0 have no overlaps. Okay, so right now what we can do, we can simply say that yes, that if we have total price, then we are showing nothing for right now, or else let's code that empty cart component. Okay, so let's give it the class name of container, and this is the bootstrap class that we are going to give, and we will be giving it a style. Okay, cool. Now friends, what we need to do is we need to add this icon, and after that we need to add these two messages. Okay, so let's add the img tag. So this is the path where we have stored our shopping cart.png. Okay, I have simply assigned it the width of 200 pixel and the alternate text of icon. Okay, now we have to write the two messages. Okay, so friends, for those two messages I have simply created this one div, okay, in which we have given margin top, and inside that we have used heading 4 and heading 5. Okay, so here it goes like your cart is empty and you can go to home page to view more food items. And one more thing, these are the basically class name like orange, red and dark blue. Okay, so we have successfully created the this UI basically. So let's also add the following class names. Okay, so friends, let's quickly go and add the cart.css. Okay, so I'm going to copy paste it. So yeah, so here we have our cart.css. So this is the cart outer div class where we are simply assigning it flex direction column and the height of 100 viewport height. Okay, then we have the cart body where we have the background color flex of 1 and overflow y, font weight 600 and the color of the text messages. Now simply import the CSS over here, import. Cool. Now let's try running it and let's see it in action. Okay, so friends, we have got the header section and the footer section, but we have not got the middle section. Let's see total price. If we have total price, okay, so let's make it 0, and now let's try it. Cool. So as you can see, we are getting this empty cart UI properly. Okay, so now what we have to do, the next thing is to add another UI that will be if we have the cart like items in our cart. Okay, so for that what we can do, we can simply so what we can do, like we can simply create another component, let's say const and cart with items. Okay, and inside this what we are going to do, we will be simply like coding that UI. Okay, so it will be returning some UI basically. Let's create a div, simple div. Let's give it a class name of container and MB5. Okay, okay, so after this what we are going to do, let's first add some item. Okay, so we need this text, that is my cart, and after that we are going to code two container basically. One will be this and one will be the right section. And okay, so we are going to achieve it using the flexbox only. So let's code it. Okay, so cool, we have added the tag. This is showing error because actually we need to add something over here. So let's go ahead and let's simply add this component. Okay, yeah. So friends, now let's code another div in which we have this summary and we have this cart. Okay, as I have shown you, this summary and this cart. So what we have done, we have simply created a div with display flex option, as I have told you, and to make them apart we have given this property, that is space between. Then we have this heading tag with summary and another one with cart. Okay, and this is the font weight of 600. After this what we need to code is, after this we need to code like this summary section first. Okay, let's create another div and let's assign it a class name of display flex, dflex, and after this let's create another div with the class name of row. So friends, this is our summary section. Okay, so as I've shown you, like as I've told you over here, like we have this total, promo code, shipping, subtotal, okay, and their corresponding values. So right now we are doing this, basically we are hard coding it because we do not have the dynamic data yet. So yes, this is the left section and this is the right section. Okay, so we have our summary section also. Now the next part will be to code this cart section. Okay, so over here, and let's hit enter. Actually friends, we have to hit enter over here because it's a display flex, so we have to keep them like in position with each other. Okay, so like horizontally aligned. So let's code the cart section over here. So friends, this is our right section. Okay, so let's go through it once. We simply have this class name of row and the width of 50%. Then we have another div, and inside this we have this UL. Okay, so basically this will be our list. Like right now we only have one items, but what if we have some another item also, like add item. So it is going to be the cart item list. Okay, so we have simple UL and LI, and we have some style properties over here like padding of 0 and list style of none. Then we have another div, that is cart items, and we have this img tag, this image, okay, as you can see over here, and this is the like simple title, or we can say simple content, that is the name of the item, that is cake. Then we have the simple div, and this div is basically for adding cart item and removing cart item. Okay, and here we are going to show the cart item quantity. This will be also dynamic like this. Okay, but right now we have made it hard coded. So this is the simple class name of remove and class name of add and minus and plus button. Okay, after this we have this quantity. Okay, that is 200, and this is the another class name of line for this horizontal line that you are seeing. Okay, cool. So yeah, So let me do one thing. This is the left section and this is the right section. Okay, cool. Now what we need to do, now we need to simply add this checkout button. Okay, so friends, I have simply created a div and I have placed my button inside it. Okay, and I have given it the bootstrap class of button primary. Okay, and checkout. So I guess the UI is complete. We just need to add furthermore CSS file. Okay. Okay, cool. So friends, we have added the CSS properties also. We have added all the CSS properties that were remaining. Okay, so this is the outer div that we have discussed. Cart body. This is cart quantity class name. Simply we have given the display of inline block, some padding, some width, border radius, background color, margin, and text align. Okay. This is the cart item property in which we have simply given the flex properties like flex, space between, padding, and background. In this also we have given simple properties like color and font weight. And okay, yeah, this is that horizontal line in which we have simply assigned it a height of 1 pixel and border bottom of 1 pixel solid black. Okay, yeah. Okay, so these are the add and remove class name that were assigned to the button, and in this what we have done, we have simply assigned them a width of 20 pixel. We have given a background color of linear gradient. Okay, we have given border, cursor pointer, font size, border radius, padding, and outline. Okay, and these are the simple CSS files. Okay, cool. Now let's see if we get the changes, but before this we just need to make a simple change, that is, so that is over here. What we need to do, we need to make it like non-zero. Okay, in order to render our UI. So let's see. Okay, cool. So as you can see, we are getting this UI. We are getting it right now with the dummy text like total, promo code, shipping, subtotal, and over here also we have this cart. We are not getting it right now because we do not have this icon image right now. A cake, and these are the dummy buttons. These are not the dummy buttons, but this is the static text. Okay, and this is the static price. And what we can do, we can quickly code this like checkout functionality. Okay, so let's add the call to action. Let's import it. So we need swell from sweet alert. Okay, after this what we need to do, let's find out where is our button. Okay, so over here it is our button. Okay, let's give it on click first. On click, checkout. Okay, after this what we can do, cool. So inside this checkout function we need to call this swell that we have imported from sweet alert, and we need to pass it the parents. Okay, so it simply takes the text. So we have provided the text of like good job, your order is placed successfully, and it is a success pop-up. So it basically gives us the option also that we need to show the success pop-up or error pop-up like this. And then once we get the success response, so we can also pass the callback in here, that what we need to do once the user has clicked on the success button, like. Okay, so after that what I have simply done is I have simply written like window.location.href2/cart. so we have simply reloaded the page and nothing else. Okay, nothing fancy we are doing over here. So yeah, cool. So let's see if it works or not. So yeah, it gives us good job, your order is placed successfully, and this is the success button. Basically now on clicking it, the code will go to the then block. So yeah, it does nothing but just we are navigated to this page. Okay, so friends, I guess this is it with the UI of the cart item. Okay, so most probably in the next video we are going to code the cart logic, basically like how you can add item and how you can remove item on these button clicks. Okay, and we are going to make this entire UI dynamic. Okay, and thank you for watching.